What's good, y'all? Back on the grind, it's your boy ShowTyme. Give y'all the daily updates on NBA events, news, and breakdowns. Today, this is what we got on the menu. AD suffered a bad ankle injury. We got updates, and is it time to move on from AD view to Lakers? Also, Zion Williamson, updates on his injury, and my take on the Greg Oden comparison. LeBron James sneak this GM Rob Pelinka. Did Stephen A. threaten to leave ESPN if they remove Max Keller? And before we get started, make sure y'all hit the like button, show your boy some love, lock in. At the 3-minute mark in the second quarter, Anthony Davis suffered a massive ankle injury. It looked way worse in the replay, but the good news is test came back negative. New reports came out today that Anthony Davis is expected to be sidelined for at least 2 weeks after suffering a right ankle sprain in the first half of the Lakers' 106-101 win against the Utah Jazz. X-rays were revealed that there were no fractures, no bad fractures, anything, no broken bones. So that's the good news. Frank Vogel said Anthony Davis is scheduled to have an MRI on today, and the team will reevaluate him after the upcoming All-Star break. Now you have to wonder this though, y'all. Is Anthony Davis the long-term fit with the Lakers? You know, especially with LeBron James' run likely coming to an end at the next season. His contract expired. I know LeBron said he want to play with his son. I don't know if that his next decision is going to depend on where his son gonna be. I don't know. I think his son gonna be in college by then. I don't think he gonna be in the NBA. So you never know. And they do have 4 more years with a player option on that last year, the fourth year. So he could opt out after he could opt out after 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. He's not getting any younger. If you look at it, these lower leg injuries, it's a big concern. You know, after some while you have all these lower leg injuries, kind of take away your confidence. And then his whole career, it's just been unlucky with the injuries, man. He just have so many injuries, especially with the Lakers. His whole 3 years with the Lakers, he missed 66 games. Now it's time to speak on the situation. And I know some people already started talking about it. The media have started to push that narrative that Stephen A. Smith, you know what I'm saying, he believes that the Lakers' only way to retool the roster is to trade Anthony Davis. And I do kind of see the point, because they lack assets to build with the post-LeBron era. Many are going to disagree with this, which is fine, and I get it, because AD is one of the best players in the NBA when he's right. The problem is he haven't been right since the 2020 bubble run. So I wish AD the best. Get well soon, AD. We'll see where the Lakers go from here. Zion Williamson hasn't played this year, and there's reports coming out suggesting he may need second surgery on his foot. Well, the internet is not letting him live, as the Greg Oden bust tag already placed on Zion. After these reports came out, people started to compare him to Greg Oden. There are definitely some similarities between the two in terms of struggles within their injuries and early in their career. However, there's been another big man that successfully bounced back from the injuries in the past. Y'all forget, Joel Embiid was injured during the start of his career, actually the first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? But he's now a superstar, we all know, and an MVP candidate. Zion Williamson could still, you know what I'm saying, go that same path. The exact same path, if you ask me. But according to ESPN's Brian Windhorst on the show Get Up This Morning, he was quoted to say a couple of weeks ago, the coaching staff and the players became aware not to expect Zion back in the foreseeable future. So when they entered the trade deadline and made the big trade with CJ McCollum, they did that knowing that there was a good chance Zion wasn't going to be able to play in the short term and maybe the rest of the season. So that sucks to hear, to me, to be honest. And let's just send our best wishes to Zion. Hopefully we'll see him back on the court sooner than later. Yesterday, During the Rams Super Bowl parade, Los Angeles Rams GM Lance Snead can be seen wearing a t-shirt quote saying, "Fuck them draft picks." LeBron took the opportunity to go on Twitter to use that to throw shade at Rob Pelinka for not willing to trade draft picks and Russ, you know what I'm saying, to get John Wall. The reports came out that it seemed as if the Rockets offered John Wall for Russell Westbrook in the 2027 first round pick. The Lakers turned it down. In reality, I think the Lakers front office not listened to him anymore after getting talked into getting $44 million Russell Westbrook. The Lakers could have told Bron no, but they sold for him, which they shouldn't have because Bron is not bigger than the Lakers. No player is. They have 17 championships. This is supposed to be the best franchise in sports, but they don't represent themselves like that. They should be the standards, right? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And now with Kobe Bryant passing away, you know, it's like Rob Pelinka, words don't hold weight anymore. So we'll see how that goes. We all know that reports came out they might end up keeping that same team. LeBron pretty salty about that. There are also reports saying that Rob Pelinka was consulting with Anthony Davis and LeBron about all the moves that they were going to supposedly make at the trade deadline. Then Dave McMenamin came back around and said, "Oh, those reports weren't true." So it's a big drama going on in Los Angeles. But that's all I got on that. Let's move on. We all know Stephen A. Smith didn't like working with Max Kellerman. I think Stephen A. Smith is a pick and choose gangster. He knows who to get over and who not to. And he denied that he don't have beef with Max Kellerman. But according to reports, Stephen A. Smith have tried to get Max Kellerman kicked off the show since 2018. Smith later admitted that he had pushed the network to remove Max Kellerman for 3 years straight. He finally got his way thanks to Dave Roberts, who was in Stephen A. Smith's back pocket. Even got to a point he threatened to leave the show. He told ESPN executives that if they wanted to keep Max Kellerman on First Take, he was willing to leave the show. Stephen A. Smith had several issues with Max Kellerman, sources say. Smith felt Kellerman did not take a defensive stance in their debates. When Stephen A. Smith co-host First Take with Skip Bayless, you know what I'm saying, he would take one side, Skip Bayless would take the other side. Max Kellerman didn't do that, and Smith thought it diminished the show and caused like a outrage. Feel what I'm saying? And Stephen A. Smith also didn't respect Max Kellerman. You can clearly see that the way he used to talk to the man. And he's who's also younger than him, as equal. You know what I'm saying? And I think Stephen A. Smith, in a way, Max Kellerman made him feel insecure about himself, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But on most days, Smith was dismissive of Max Kellerman, creating a toxic environment on the show. And Dave Roberts, who does not like Max Kellerman because of Stephen A. Smith, he controls the ESPN radio. You know what I'm saying? And Roberts is still making life miserable for Max Kellerman, according to sources, putting him on shows. And then they got nerve to put him on a show with Keyshawn Johnson and Jay Will. And you know what's crazy about this whole situation? Stephen A. Smith turns around and put Max Kellerman co-hosts Jay Williams and Keyshawn Johnson on First Take. You know what I'm saying? That man knows exactly what he be doing. You know what I'm saying? And Stephen A. getting $12 million a year just to be a drama queen. ESPN love it, and they love it when he gets at brothers like Kyrie Irving. And then don't say nothing to Aaron Rodgers. Act like Aaron Rodgers didn't do nothing wrong by having a fake jab card. It is what it is. You know, that's my take on today. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. You ain't gotta like it, you ain't gotta love it, but it's reality. Salute to everybody.